I seriously wanted an opportunity to look into a senior designer's project, all right, to see what they do, to see their error, their processes. So I was thinking that you guys would love the same thing, because I would recommend it. Really, I would recommend it to see my process rather than just seeing the final work and just giving appraisal. I'd like you to see the process, all right?
Hi guys, my name is EKD. Welcome to my channel. From graphics design to motion graphics, from branding to logo designs, all I do is to simplify your design learning process. You can trust me on that. I provide awesome tutorials that will help you learn fast. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, and share.
This is NHN, and it's a nail company, hair and nail, all right? So this is the full name, all right? NHN, abbreviation. This is Nancy Airport and Nails. So actually, the person gave me this logo, and the company gave me this logo to design, and it's Nancy Airport and Nails. So she said, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I need this to be in form of abbreviation, all right? So I had to make it very, very short. I used NHN, as you can see, the initials NH. I didn't put this, I just put N. And I think that is easier to pronounce. So sometimes you can just advise your clients. They don't need to tell you. If it is too long, you can just tell them that, okay, let's shorten this thing, let's abbreviate this thing. All right, so that was what I did. And if you look at the logo, I started from here. So this was where it all started. I did not sketch because I knew what I had in mind. I wanted the letters to be there, all right? Although I sketched something in paper, but sometimes you don't put it on your Illustrator. If it's something that is simple that you can just tweak here, look at and tweak, look at and tweak, you can just go ahead, all right? So I started from here. So I started tweaking. And if you're wondering what is here, based on what she described, there are people of class. So if you could look at this very well, you see that it's forming a nail. All right, so I had to put 3 here, which made it become a crown. All right, so this is a crown and a nail also. So this was perfect. I was not hoping to change this, but I was hoping to just continue to tweak this until it matches up. All right, so what I did, I kind of put something flowery here. All right, so moving on, I continue tweaking. As you can see, okay, I tweaked again. Okay, let me put the name here, because at least the name must be somewhere. Looking at it, it needed more tweaking. All right, it needed more tweaking. So, but I'll advise you, do not delete it. When you finish tweaking it, you have to duplicate. All right, you have to make a copy of it. You can just do that by holding alternate. All right, do that by holding alternate. When you hold your alternate, it will just duplicate for you. Something like this, you hold the alternate. All right, if you're using a Mac, you hold option. Like me, I'm using a Mac, you can hold option. All right, so you just keep changing it. Notice that I didn't remove this, because you might just go along and just find out that you need something from that one you've just done. You think that is nonsense, but you might just get something you just want to adjust. All right, so I continue tweaking, and I did this. So and that I want to tell you is how I tweaked this text. It's not very difficult. If you click a normal text, all right, here on Illustrator, it's not very difficult. That's why I told you I didn't need to put my sketch here. All right, this is a normal distance. So how did I tweak it to become circular? The simple thing here on Illustrator. All right, I go to effect, then I go to I go to wrap, I go to arc. Hope you're seeing. Okay, so you just begin to tweak it here. You're going to tweak it until you get what you want. All right, you can make it circular. So that one does not require you to do much. That's why I did this. All this NHN that is curved. So I did this, and I was like, it's not still okay. So I moved further, and I made this. I said, wow, this is nice. This is okay. And you can see the font I'm using. Look at the font I'm using. It's a serif. All right, it's a serif. So I made this one a serif too, so it could match. All right, so here we have I think, okay, let me move here a bit. So we have it, and I told you I was not willing to let this go. I was not willing to let this go. I was not willing to let this go, not at all. So once I've gotten it, I just begin to add color. But before you add your colors, make your logo is balanced. If it's something you've noticed on all my logo, if you want to know my biggest secret, is that my logo is always balanced. Left, right is always balanced. You can see this edge is equal to, is balanced. It's very much balanced. Whatever I do here, I try to do here. The same distance, left, right. You see, it's very balanced. Circular text here. I can't make this kind of circular text and put it maybe clean something like this, then put it maybe here and say I've done something. Maybe if it's circular too, just put only this side, only that. No, it won't work. You have to make everything balanced. Your left should be equal to your right. That's one of my biggest secrets. People, left should be equal to your right. All right. So I did this and I moved on. I started adding colors. So since it's a female brand, I added 3 beautiful colors, which was okay. I think here I changed the font. Trying to change the font to see how it will look. So it was very tiny here, but it was not bold enough. So I continued tweaking. So this was what we had finally, black and white of what we had. So I added my nails. Like I said, I was not ready to give this up. I was ready to give this up. It was very perfect. It's looking like a crown and it's looking sleek. So I got this. This was the final stuff. So yeah, I tried to use only outline, but it still didn't work out. So yeah, also I tried. Okay, this I started adding color here. I started adding colors. So most times it's good to you just think of it. You think of the colors that are best. If you watch my using colors is simple video on how I showed how to use the best color for a brand, you will know. So I used 3 colors, so you know that these are different elements. All right, 1, 2, 3. So I use color to differentiate them. All right, and it's pink, purple, and orange, female colors. All right. So I did something here. I duplicated this and I flipped it. All right, I duplicated this and I flipped it. All right, I turned it, rotated it, and put it under. All right, that was what I did here. I was trying to make look more sleeker, but I looked at it and it was becoming too much. So I said no, I went back to my former distance. So this is the white of it. And it's good. But first of all, before I show you the main work, I want to show you something I did aside. All right, something I did aside. So I worked on this still. You can see the NHN, all right. But I think these kinds of logo, they are very common. So I could not see my crown, trying to keep my crown. I worked on this and I showed my client. I put it on different backgrounds. See how it will look: black, white, and pink. So that's just mainly it. But me, I didn't like this because it's a common pattern of logo. All right, very common pattern. So let's just move back to what we have. So this was what I made out of it. So you can see our NHN, and I put some ladies behind. You can see that it's looking very sleek. And at this point, I added gradients to make it more alive. If we zoom in, you see that there are some gradients here, the pink, purple, and orange. All right. So that's it, and this is it on black. It's very beautiful. All right, very beautiful, and it's unique. That's what a logo should look like. All right. So you can see that we'll continue refining until we got what we want. So don't give up. Continue refining until you get what you want. So that's it. So we have it on white. We just change the text to black and change this to purple, so it can work on white too. All right. And it can also work on a white and black. So that was what I typically did. And my client was smiling because it was nice. It was a great concept. All right. So I'm going to show you some mock-ups so you appreciate the logo more. All right. So let's say open with. I'm using a Mac operating system in case you're wondering. This thing is looking strange. So this is the first one. You can see this is a paper bag and you can see the logo standing out. So most times I like using a paper bag, maybe because they would likely use a paper bag. They sell products, they would likely use a paper bag. So you can see using slicks. I use maybe these are just some kind of models. Will likely have their own model. So I just use this to make it come out. All right. So we have another one. okay, we have this. I just wanted to make it look sleek. Wanted to make it look sleek, and most times I can just use this for my visual language. All right, for my visual language. Maybe whenever you see the logo, maybe they have a video advert or something, they can just use this. All right, I can use that visual language. This kind of sleeky black background. All right, so that's how it works. You can see it looking very sleeky. So, and meanwhile, that one I did, I had to do some things and send it to them so they see, okay, if they like this one. But I didn't like it, and thank God my client didn't like it. I saw a meme one day. They were saying that the one, most times you send something that you don't like to your client will likely pick that. If you send two choices to your client and you maybe one of them you don't like them, most times your client picked the wrong one you do not like, and you know you don't like it, and you're like, wow, you try to convince them, they don't agree. So this, thank God she didn't like it, so I made something with this also. But at the end of the day, this was most preferred. So this was their logo, mighty logo. So as it's looking, I think it's looking very, very, very beautiful. So we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like it, I'll do more. Of course, I'll do more. But me, I prefer showing you my project, so you see my process in a very, 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 very short time. All right. So subscribe, like the video, share it. All right, share it. You can actually do more mock-ups. All right. Most times you can do more mock-up, more beautiful mock-ups. But for the sake of this video, I'll just show you few. All right. So that's it. Like this video. Comment. What do you think about this logo? Is it looking very good or is it nonsense? So just tell me so I know. So bye. So see you next time.